What is going on, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo and welcome to another annual iPhone day. Today, the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus were unleashed upon the public, as well as the bright, bold, beautiful, brand new rose gold colorway of these new devices. Now, I have before you a magical and beautiful baby rose gold iPhone 6s, 128 gigabyte. It is basically pink, hence the pink shirt, so we can match here. I opted to go for the regular as opposed to the Plus because I like the more normal form factor. The big one, I have small hands, it doesn't work out so well. I feel like a doll in a dollhouse holding it up to my head. I'm a one-handed texter, so it's awkward to hold that Plus with two, and I just can't reach across the screen very well at all on the bigger model. So I went with the regular, but it still comes with a whole bunch of features, even though the Plus does have a little bit extra oomph in terms of resolution and some camera perks. We are gonna open this up. I actually had to take the plastic and everything off in the car on the way home. I forgot that it would kill my old phone, and I needed a map to get back from the Apple Store. So I'll cut to that real quick, the opening moments. So they had to activate the phone in the store like they usually do down here at the Apple Store in Indianapolis, and this phone in the box is the one that's working. The phone that I'm recording off of right now doesn't work, and I need directions to get home. I have to call some people, I have to text some people, so we're gonna open it right now. I cannot wait to get home, unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I guess, and I want to make sure I capture this moment, so we will use the inside of my Kia key to slice and dice the box. As you know, it is a 128 rose gold, and they've got this beautiful, I don't even know what you call this. It's like a, it reminds me of if you like put a very loose piece of taffy in the water and then it just like went and made a beautiful art design in your glass of water, which probably wouldn't happen in reality. It's more like a gross sea creature, but nonetheless, this phone is anything but gross. We're gonna take it out for the first time. Initial impressions of beautiful, beautiful pink. Oh my goodness gracious. Rose gold to match my shoes, rose gold to match my heart, rose gold to match the rainbow of perfection. This thing is beautiful. It's the first time Apple has deviated from the traditional black, white, gold scheme, and I love it. I know some people think it's really girly or whatever, and it is like, in the light, it's pretty pink. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. I'm gonna try to like take it off for you here. But like, at first blush, it just looks like the gold, and it might even on camera, but if you hit the light just right, especially on these angles, I'm gonna try to get, you can kind of see it's pink. You'll be able to see it better on my main camera, on the main video that this is a part of. But definitely in the light, it is definitely pink, and I like it a lot. And there you go. I just wanted our first moments to be captured on camera. The initial bond being formed between myself and the special device. Now though, we'll take off the box top and show you what's inside. I prepped the phone a little bit so it will better be equipped to reveal the features of the 6S. As you can see on camera, it kind of looks gold. It doesn't really show the pink so much. It's a little bit hard to see because here is my gold 6 regular. And now you can kind of see how the rose gold has a bit of a different flair in terms of the design and the color, but when you look at it in just the right light, it really does eschew a nice pink tone, nowhere near as bright as my shirt. But if we remove the freaking protecting screen seals that I always get so nervous about taking off because the phone is so pristine, I think it looks a little more pinkish with that off, and I'm going to get up real close in here, and I don't think you're even going to be able to tell, but if we can get the light to reflect, it really is pink, and it's more pink in comparison than it is, like there you can really tell. Like this is gold, this is pink, and you can super see that rose, regular, but by itself, it does kind of just look like more of a muted gold. I do feel like on the sides of the phone, it catches the light in a way that kind of makes it look more of a pink that you would expect if you think pink. My dog wants to get in and steal the phone. We're not having any of it. Let's dive into some of the features. One of the first things off the bat is that it has dynamic wallpaper. That comes from iOS 9, so you can get that on the old phone. It's not really the biggest deal. The only thing different in setup for me on this phone was a 6-digit passcode. Again, that's something that I think you can't implement on iOS 9, but it was a bit weird to be like, well, 6 numbers, because I'm so used to 4, and that's like the typical thing that you find on all iPhones. She really wants this phone. Some people are going to argue that a yearly upgrade for an iPhone is not worth it, and I guess that's what we're going to find out today. For me, I really like doing that because the little upgrades mean a lot to me as a huge Apple fan and as just a huge tech fan, but for most people, I can safely say you don't need this upgrade. You don't need this phone, but I'm going to show you, if you do, what you'll be getting out of it. So the 3D Touch is like the biggest, best new thing, and that's basically a force feedback on the screen. It comes with definitely a lot better parts, inner and outer, so it has better processing. It's able to connect to Wi-Fi and utilize LTE a lot faster. It's got a 7000 series aluminum casing for the strongest iPhone ever, the best glass ever, the strongest glass. So all in all, it is the most... It has the highest craftsmanship of any iPhone, which is great. But in terms of actually what it does differently, this 3D Touch is really where it's at. So it's used for things like this. Okay, so let's show you some examples of how this works here. I'm trying to, okay, like if I force touch in Safari, which is basically like not just tapping it, but pressing into the screen a little bit. It's not like the screen clicks or anything, but you're pressing in, and you'll notice that then you get some options that you can easily select and do some stuff right off the bat from the home screen. Like if you want a new page, it will go right in and boot you right to there. Now for things like email, if we force touch email, you can go and see some of your recent messages, as well as compose a new message, etc. Dive into which email box you want. Now, if I open up email entirely, again, force touch has some uses here. Here you're seeing some YouTube comments from my channel, and again, if we force touch, it brings up the email. I can swipe across to get it red. You'll see the little red sign there. I can also, if I bring it back and swipe it up, it gives me some different options. So it allows for a more fluid flow to your workflow, I guess, so that you could reply, delete, read everything very quickly. Now, the most useful implementation of 3D Touch that I've found thus far is with messages. You push on that and it gives you the most recent people you've texted, or it might be the most frequent. I haven't been able to figure it out yet since I'm starting from a blank slate of messages, but that's really convenient, so you don't have to like click on it and then scroll and find the person. You can just go into it real nice and easy from there. Again, it's just a minor convenience, saves you a second or half a second or something like that, and the Touch ID sensor for your thumbprint has also been sped up to save you another couple tenths of seconds on your day. So those are some of the features that have received minor adjustments here on the 6S, but a few areas see more impressive enhancements, most notably the camera, which now sits at a whopping 12 megapixels. Another great implementation of the 3D Touch is with the camera app. So if you push on that, you're able to go right in to take a selfie, which now has a flash for a far superior image, record video, all that stuff, and live photos reside here as well. So let me show you some that I have taken to demonstrate these features. Here's some photos to show off that new, bold 12 megapixel camera. We've got the Bowser Jr. amiibo rocking and rolling outside. We've got baby Bowser chilling inside, and the clarity and crispness is really, really nice. Now, coming from an 8 megapixel iPhone 6 camera, I don't think it's an amazing difference, but you definitely can tell. I've seen some interesting comparison shots online, and if you kind of scrub back and forth revealing the iPhone 6 shot, the iPhone 6S shot, you can really tell that there is a noticeable difference. It's minor, but it's enough to make an impact, and I like that. Now, you can also see right there live photo, which is basically glorified animated GIF, but what makes this cooler is the technology behind it. It's capturing the last few moments before you took the photo. I don't even know how it saves that, but it's pretty darn sweet. So if we force touch or 3D touch on there, you can see the last few seconds before I snap the photo and after. The photo itself, and then again, you can move it to almost be a mini video. There's me on my Swagway, and again, when you scrub through them, you get to see a little bit of the motion, and then if you use that 3D touch, you get the rest of the motion, which is pretty cool. Now, again, this camera also is improved on the video side of things. It does shoot 4K video if you've got something 4K to watch it on, and of course, as you expect, the video quality is phenomenal. I love having my iPhone for vlogs or things like that when I'm not using the Canon G7X that I'm filming on right now, and again, it looks super good. We'll move back to a little bit more of the live video here, or the live photos, and it's just me walking and rolling down my sidewalk. But again, I think that's pretty darn cool. It's a small thing, but if you do know people that have the 6S and you're sending those back and forth, or the Apple Watch, you probably saw that at the press conference, it's a nifty little way to add a little bit of extra enjoyment to your photo gallery. One more random yet cool use of the 3D touch comes when you're texting. If you've got a long message and you want to navigate to just the right spot, you can force touch on the keyboard, and that gives you a cursor here to move around your message as you see fit and get right to where you need to make your adjustment. Within your photos, you can also use force touch to bring up a preview of them, and now when you select a photo, you can drag across to select multiple, which is a nice addition if you're trying to remove and or send a whole bunch of pictures. On the Siri side of things, she now is more responsive and smarter than ever, and you can use the Hey Siri feature at any point. It doesn't have to be plugged in like the original iPhone 6. So if I say, "Hey Siri, when do the Detroit Lions play this week?"
The Lions-Broncos game is Sunday at 8:30 p.m.
And I will be there. Thank you, Siri, for that help, because I'm going to that game to root on my boys in blue and silver. Form factor-wise, the 6 and the 6S are basically identical. I know there's a few minor modifications, but they are too tiny to even tell. I think it has something to do with the width or maybe the curvature, but basically, if you showed me these two phones, I could easily believe that they were 6s or 6Ss.
all in all, I've been having fun with the new phone. I think some of the small features like 3D Touch are pretty impressive, and the enhancements to the camera definitely benefit me. It's got more microphones to pick up better sound when you're recording, which is a benefit for me as well. I will say that that 3D Touch is a little finicky. It takes a while to get used to because you're not really accustomed to pressing into your phone screen, and as you know, if you hold an app on an iPhone, it brings up like the shaky chance for you to modify the location and the structure of your home screen. So here you really need to get used to, okay, what is a tap and hold and what is a 3D press? And that'll take a little while, and sometimes it seems to go back and forth like, hey, I just pressed that as hard as I did last time and it's not working. Eventually you'll get the hang of it though. So you're probably asking yourself if this is a necessary or even worthwhile purchase at this point in the game, and on the necessary front, I think I can safely say it's not. It has some cool features that I enjoy, but are you missing out on much? Not really. Worthwhile? I think so. If you want to stay at the forefront of Apple's mobile devices and enjoy all of their latest features and new ideas, then yeah, go ahead and grab a 6S. They've introduced the Apple Upgrade Plan this year where you can pay a monthly fee, get a new phone every year, and have built-in Apple Care, which for me is pretty cool since I make the change every 12 months. I've never broken a phone, so I don't know how much I'll take advantage of Apple Care, but I guess it's reassuring to know I have that protection. Out of all the changes, my favorite new feature has got to be that 3D Touch. Even though it's used in only a handful of locations, its time-saving convenience is pretty cool, it's fun to do, and I like just having a little bit of extra workflow prowess in my day. The runner-up would probably be those 3D photos. Even though it seems kind of silly and dumb, it's actually pretty nifty. On the disappointment front, there isn't enough of an overhaul to really have anything to be sad about. Remember, this is the mid-year iPhone. It's not the full 7 or the full 8. It is the 6S sitting chock in the middle of their 2-year kind of more revolutionary cycle, if you will. And I think the only thing I have negative is that I wish the pink was more pink and less muted rose gold, because I think it would be cool if they brought a little bit more of the neon and the bright that they had on the 5C to the 6 model. That would be just a dream come true for me. But hey, I will take rose gold over black or white or regular gold any day. Speaking of rose gold, I won't be seeing very much of it because I'm a big case person and I love these Incipio stowaway credit card cases. Just figured I'd show you this. This is a 6 case, but it fits the 6S just fine. They are going to be making plenty of dedicated 6S cases, but you can use ones you already have for your 6 or any that are available for the 6. 3 cards fit in the back, so I place my license, my debit card, and my main credit card. Very convenient. Don't need to carry a wallet. I know you can use Apple Pay, but for the times you actually need to swipe or now stick in with those chips, it works out very well. So we'll slip this beautiful new rose gold into the case, and away goes its pink. Now, I can't even tell that my baby is colorful unless you want to look at the very, very small ring of metal around the home button. And there you have it. The iPhone 6S is here, and now it has been christened my main mobile device. Got it in the case, got it set up, ready to go. What do you guys think of the iPhone 6S? Let me know in the comments down below, and what color would you pick? Rose gold, regular gold, space gray, or white? I really like the pink, even though I can't see it anymore, but it is fun to know it's there if I want to get a little wild and crazy and take off this precious case. I hope this video was super fun and super helpful for those of you watching. If you have any additional questions, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure that thumbs up button if you appreciate what I do, like I appreciate you. The best way to support my channel and me is to interact with the videos, liking, commenting, and subscribing, of course, but that's gonna do it. Another iPhone day has come and gone. I like what I see. All in all, I think I rate this about a 7 or 8 out of 10. Nothing really lacking, but some cool new features that are definitely welcome. It's not the huge overhaul some of you may want, but hopefully we'll get one of those in 2016. Until that time though, guys and girls, thanks so much for watching again. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Until next time, drink so much chocolate. We will see you all later.